By international standards, I would say the American model of democracy, is in multiple crises. I remember Madame Pelosi, the US House Speaker, described the right, from our point of view, in Hong Kong in 2019 as a beautiful sight to behold. Yet amazingly, this beautiful sight soon reached the Capitol Hill, reached her office on 6 January last year. I remember a tweet went viral across the world, including China. If the United States saw what's happening on Capitol Hill, the US would invade the United States to liberate the United States from the tyranny of the United States. Another tweet also went viral. The first coup d'etat that happened in Americas without the participation of the US Embassy. Indeed, this is how most non-Western countries view American democracy today. If we adopt, say, the criteria of Abraham Lincoln, a government of the people, by the people, and for the people, as a measurement of democracy or good governance, I would say that virtually all leading credible international opinion surveys tend to review and suggest China has done better than the United States. For instance, Democracy Perception Index 2020, conducted by Dahlia Research based in Germany, 87% Chinese believe their government works for majority, while only 48% Americans think so for their country, and 52% Americans surveyed believe their government serves a minority. China became the world's largest economy by purchasing power parity in 2014, with the world's largest middle class of 400 million people, real middle class by Western standards, if not higher, larger than the US population. And China today has a life expectancy higher than the United States, than the American, 77.9 years old for China and 77 for the United States for the year 2021. Due to the two countries' different approaches to fighting the COVID. China's official data shows that 90% of China's civil servants come from ordinary family background, while Nobel laureate Professor Stiglitz, my great friend, describes US as a country of the 1%, by the 1%, for the 1%. And the latest PEW survey found that 72 Americans don't think the US is a good model of democracy for others. That's also unprecedented. The list goes on. As I told Professor Fukuyama 11 years ago in a much publicized debate you also mentioned early on in Shanghai, he said China needs a political reform to embrace multi-party system. And I said that both China and the United States need a political reform. But personally, I think the United States need more political reform, as US system, political system, is a product of pre-industrial era. Without substantial political reform, I predicted 11 years ago, the US may produce a leader worse off than George W. Bush. It turned out to be true for many, and I wish to repeat this forecast again here for the coming US election or elections, so long as the country is unable to conduct meaningful political reforms. It will be deep trouble. Again, this broad background of the rise of China as a civilizational state, and with the unfolding Ukraine crisis in view, the world seems increasingly divided. For example, over this sanction on Russia. The Western countries and its allies support sanctions, and the non-Western world don't support. As Italian ex-Prime Minister Berlusconi rightly put it, Russia is isolated by the West, and the West is isolated by the rest. And what's more important, many non-Western countries today also claim themselves to be civilizational states. Russia, Iran, India, Turkey, etc. all claim themselves today as civilizational states. Of course, one may argue over their definition of civilizational state, yet there is apparently a shared common theme in their public assertion and statements. They are somehow fed up with the Western meddling in their internal affairs, and Western condescending lecturing. And their message to the West is very simple: we are a unique civilization, please show your respect and mind your own business.